my name is Dynysty, and that is Dynysty, so 3 Ys, no A. And you can find me at Miss Dynysty on Instagram. And look out for new music on Spotify and all platforms soon. Well, my inspiration is how music can heal and how it can touch many and connect many. So, I'm about like spreading love and spreading, good vibes. So for me, music is like, about connecting us all. And I love how music is universal. I love how music, you can go to different countries and people who don't even know the same language, and like how it connects people from different cultures. So that's like my inspiration, and I pray that God uses my gifts and talents for His purpose. I've always loved music my whole life. I've always seen myself doing music. I've always done music, and so pretty much music has always been a part of me. So that's my love, my passion. Okay, well, normally I have an inspiration, probably of some kind, and usually with the message behind it. And so like my writing process changes all the time. Sometimes I like to be in nature and write, like hiking and then writing. Well, I had actually a dream, and it was like about Aaliyah, and it was as if she was here today. And so that morning I was inspired to do something in an Aaliyah kind of vibe. But the interesting part about it, my producer had called me before I could even tell him, and he was like, I had this idea, and it had like reminded me of Aaliyah. So I knew it was like God's confirmation, I guess, and I was thankful. My music video, Sexy on It, the single, is going to be dropping. I will have it on, YouTube and other social media platforms, and also we'll be having some other networks as well. So that will be within the next month when I drop the EP. The name of my EP is Ascension. I'm from the Bay originally, but I did live like out of the country, so Dubai, also Tokyo, Turkey, and places that like I didn't know I was even gonna live in. I had got an opportunity, like music, and I was working with different artists, and they were like bringing them for shows like in Dubai. And then when COVID happened, I actually got an opportunity to work on a reality show, so then it ended up I was in Tokyo because that's where it was based, but then that production got canceled because of COVID and things like that. So I ended up living there for a while, and then somehow I ended up going to Turkey to visit, and I liked it and loved it so much I stayed for 9 months. The warmness of the people, the friendliness, like they have like a real traditional kind of way, but it's genuine, it's pure, so it's nice and refreshing to see that, For me, when I got there, because I had people there that were like good friends of mine, they're like family, they invited me on, their friend's yacht. So we lived on a yacht for 3 days, and yeah. Well, the first day in Dubai was very different, because we're Western, and so for me the culture was different. I thought it was beautiful. I was like, this is like, I woke up every day with the 5 a.m. prayer call, and that was very different, so I was, but I would get up and like thank God at the same time, and then see people going to the mosque. Yeah, I respect the culture, and my dad was Muslim, and so my mom was Buddhist, and I respect like all religions. So even like the Muslims and, whatever faith that you believe. It was very interesting because where I first lived, like I wasn't used to seeing like migrant workers. Like there are a lot of workers who were from India and Pakistani. So going out, like, if I was even dressed in like sweats or jeans or anything, like they would just stare. So it was weird to me at first. I was kind of like, this is like 150 people staring at you the whole, time. Like, but yeah, so that was different, But then after, like, I moved to a different area where I felt it was more Western because I didn't know the area then. And I loved it. It started to get more comfortable because I could feel more like closer to home. And I would say, as far as who I met interesting, is my soul sister today, someone I connect with, and I am thankful for good people in my life. So, I mean, there's a lot of artists who came in and out of Dubai and things like that, but as far as I'm thankful, like, I have a really good, person in my life that yeah, family. Yeah, so I'm really blessed. Yeah. And now pretty much I can go to like different parts of the world and then know someone, and their families will open their doors for me. Like, you know. I mean, I have done shows in like Turkey, and I have done, in Bahamas and Dominican Republic internationally. I mean, I appreciate, and also like, places around the States, but I would say my highlight like moment would say like the pre-Oscar gala that this year. So that was an experience, and I was grateful for that. So that was, my next level for, experience for me as an artist. Yeah, I really love Ira Star. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right, but it's Ira Star. She is kind of inspo and Taylor, but I do listen to like a lot of piano kind of music and African, beats, Afro beats and all that stuff too. So I'm kind of into South African artists and, international artists and even Korean artists. So I tend to listen to a lot of more international artists than I do even in more than the US currently. If it was an ideal dream, it would be Jessie, which is like a Korean pop artist. So Jessie J, so yeah, I would definitely, Jessie would be probably. Hey Jessie, what's up? I'm a big fan of your work. I love your artistry. If you ever want to collab, yeah, I would love that. That'll be a blessing. But I'm always gonna be like rooting you on. And the one thing I love about Jessie is because of how she really is genuine and how she treats her fans. So that's a big love. So shout out to Jessie. Well, my mom was a single parent. My mom is from the Bay Area, and that's where I'm from originally. My dad's side of the family, they're from Houston, Texas. Yeah, shout out to Oma. She's like a big part of my life, and I'm so grateful for her. I love that she's like full life, and she like when she does feel good, she wants to do something, and she wants to go out. She wants to live it. So even now she, like one of the things I like to do first, she does go out is do like her makeup. She likes to have her eyelashes done, you know. Yeah, but she likes like to go out and eat and experience things. So yeah, my mom actually like passed away when I was 14. So um, yeah, but I always say that she's closer to me than ever. So I know she's here. But I know that my mom, I take a lot of her ways, I believe, because she was like a very nurturing, loving, kind of person. So I believe I got a lot of that nature from her. Yeah, for sure. Like I'm a type of person, I like to do a lot of, say, community work, giving back like, t-shirts and things that I can donate, stuff that's clean for them. The brand is Dynysty, the brand, and it's like an inspirational brand to kind of give back to people and, spread love, spread light, and motivate people and just, try to have like a positive energy shift kind of like the ideal. You can dress it to your own style, but it is t-shirts. And like for me, like, you know, there's leggings, there's yoga stuff. I have yoga, water bottles, things like that. So I became vegan when I was in Tanzania, and I realized, you know, it's a rural area, everything's fresh there. So, and you know, they're asking like if you want chicken, and then you go to the market and you see chickens in a cage, and then you're, you know, there. But when I saw them in a cage and they're like, do you want chicken? And then they take them out of the cage and they slice them right there. And I was like, oh, dang, this is like different, you know? Fully, you know, but their chicken, like I did go to their chicken spot there. It was bomb. It was one of the best chicken ever when I wasn't vegan, yes. Actually, you want to hear something kind of weird, a different perspective, but what it kind of reminded me of was like, when I saw them all in the cage, it just sounds a little too deep. It reminded me of slavery. And I was like, dang, like that's what they did to us, like, you know, like in a weird, strange way. My mood is generally, I'm in a good mood. I feel like the food doesn't weigh me down like, you know, before, like when it's heavy meat or things like that. So yeah, I can't, like now when I think about meat, I'm like, I don't know how, I can't do it anymore, but yeah. I love Daikon Sushi, which is actually in Las Vegas, and they have amazing like sushi rolls and all kind of entrees and things like shrimp as well that are actually vegan. So they have some things on their menu. Yeah. The advice I would give upcoming artists would be to follow your heart. You know, don't listen to other people. I mean, not everybody's gonna see your vision. You know, the way I look at it is like when you have like doubters and haters or people who don't believe in you, it's like, you know, for one, it's your vision. God gave it to you. He didn't give it to them. So they're not gonna see your vision the way you would. So just trust and have faith and just know that with hard work, dedication, and believing yourself and having faith that anything's possible. Well, I have an EP coming out. You know, actually, to tell you the truth, I in limbo between, like, I might release the EP and then a bonus track after. So that's why it was in limbo between Ascension and Speak Life, which is another single coming. But I might actually do the EP Ascension, which within the next month, and then I'm going to probably most likely do a bonus track of Speak Life. So once again, my name is Dynysty. That's 3 Y's, no A, Dynysty, and you can find me at Miss Dynysty, and you can find me on all platforms. Soon dropping the EP Ascension, and big shout out to Exclusive Models Magazine.